Good evening. It is Wade, and it is May 9th, Thursday. Been a couple of days since I have posted a video. I think the last one was about altars, making a decision to go find your altar, to make your altar, to hunker down and get ready for winter, and then having God teach you how to stand there and fight and get through it. Well, I have one to kind of build on that. And the name of this one is God Doesn't Care How You Feel. He cares how you behave. So, here's the deal. A lot of days I don't feel like praising Him. I don't feel like being nice to people. I don't feel like reading my Bible. But that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. I don't feel like going to work, but I still do because I need a paycheck. I need to make a living for my family. I need to pay my bills. Well, guess what? You need the love of Jesus. He's going to love you anyway, but He is so much more pleased with us when we praise Him. That's what we were created to do, is praise our God. So there was a quote that I was talking with my buddy Eric. You guys know him. About what I was saying, that it doesn't matter how you feel, it's how you behave, it's what you do. God is more interested in where you're headed than how you feel today. He has great things in store for us. It may be seeming like that season that you're in is just lasting forever, it's not going away. I know I feel like that, and I'm ready for it to end, but I also trust that God has something magnificent at the end of whatever this season may be, and I'm going to look back and say, wow, that was worth going through it. But I was telling Eric, I was like, to get through it, you have to endure it. And I think that's he said, hey, that's a tagline. I said, all right, text it to me because I'll forget it. Anyway, I just saw the text again. It reminded me, so I thought I would share that with you. In accordance with God doesn't care how you feel, He's caring about where you're headed. And in order to get where you're headed, you have to endure it to get through it to see where you're headed. I was listening to a guy, it was a while back, but he was talking about, he's saying, hypothetically, all right, God, why am I going through all this crap? Why am I dealing with all this? And when am I going to be done with it? And God says, don't worry. I have this giant, magnificent plan for you. Just trust me. It'll be here soon. Have faith. And the guy said, well, why can't you just tell me how I can get there? I want to get there quicker. Tell me what I got to do. And Jesus then, in the story, hypothetically said, do you really want to know? Do you really want to know? And he said, yeah, tell me, what do I have to do? And Jesus went through this long list of what this man was going to have to go through to get his prize. He was going to have to go through illness. He was going to have to go through loss. He was going to have to go through financial struggle. He was going to have to lose his job. He was going to have to be disowned by his family. And then God gave him, the choice. He said, what do you want, what I have in store for you? Do you want to go through all this? And the guy was like, nah, I'm done. I'm good. I don't need that. I would rather not go through that. So the lesson is, God doesn't tell us what we're going to have to go through. He tells us that He has something great in store for us, because most people wouldn't have the guts to keep going through the journey to get what God has for us. So no matter how you feel, just know God has your best interest at heart, and in order to get to the end, get to the reward that you're trying to get to, that God is promising to you, you have to endure it to get through it. So this is preaching to me, and I'm not a preacher. I am far from it. I have to be much more righteous to be a preacher. but I do try to give solid information. So this is working for me, and you know, I've actually gone back and listened to some of these videos again and inspired myself from my own words, not to be boastful or arrogant. Sometimes they're just good words, and you can use them, you know, to your advantage. So hopefully this has hit somebody, you know, where it can make a difference. I know I'm listening to myself speak, and it is making a difference for me. So I hope you're encouraged. Love y'all, and I will talk to you real soon. Have a blessed day. See ya. Bye-bye.